special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Now Anderson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. It's caught by Randall. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's brought down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Now Lynch. That is caught inside the 5.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
First down and goal, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. He really does a great job in the run game now.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. They struggled that last drive. They were kind of hit two ways, both with the run and the pass.
And I love how you brought hit into it because a lot of defense coordinators like to show a little cut-up film the night before a game. They usually have some boxing in there. And it always shows the guy being the aggressor, the guy on his toes punching, not back on his heels taking punches. And that's where this defense was on the last possession.
They were on their heels. Will they be on their heels again? Let's see. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Finding time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
He dropped that one. It has almost felt like he was disappointed he wasn't the primary receiver. Because we saw the guy scan the field, came to him on a check down, and running back's supposed to catch that one.
He's supposed to catch that one indeed.
Were his feelings hurt or something? I don't know what happened there.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. They just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here we go. Green,
back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. His throw incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 3rd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. He's got time in the pocket. He finds Hearns left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
There we go now. Blue 45. Blue.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Bortles again. That is caught at the 7. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Again, it's Bortles. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on what...
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Julius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos defense getting ready to go. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because From series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Broncos coming hard, and it's blocked. This is gathered inside the 5.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll run for it with Anderson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but that was a really nice play defensively.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the 1st quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Another pistol look here. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Good play there to step in and knock that one away by Chris Harris.
Who said that he couldn't play in the NFL?
Not me.
Not you. A lot of scouts did. A lot of people undrafted, and has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback, one that really knows how to play the position.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Dante Fowler in on the stop. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On third down, Lynch. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, this is Ivory. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 14-7 is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday return. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
3 down. Here we go now. Ace.
Now Bortles. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
That's what I do.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Bortles now on 1st down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, You don't want to just dance. You want to get past it, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun, it's Lynch. He's got his man here. It's Green. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Here's Lynch, and down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. A man who missed his entire rookie season, Dante Fowler, in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Denver. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Here we go. Green.
On 2nd down, Ivory. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Yeldon, the lone running back. To throw is Bortles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Ivory. And he gets it down to the 32. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Bortles. And this is incomplete. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Lynch looking to throw on second. And Green with a catch left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first and 10, here's Bortles. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Bortles will try again on second down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Todd Davis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Bortles going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
To throw is Lynch. Green with a catch left side. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now Lynch. And this is Randall here over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw again is Lynch. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Let's go. Green 39.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. In the backfield is Anderson. On second down, here's Lynch. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Green 39.
On third down, Lynch. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Getting set to go again. Bortles marches back onto the field with his offense. It's a 5. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now
a play fake here on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Ten yards still left on second down. Bortles will try again on second down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's got some space here. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Bortles. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now it's Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Jaguars have struggled to avoid costly mistakes. The Broncos, though, aren't pulling away to this point, even with the turnover margin going their way. All right, let's roll those highlights. Broncos on their opening drive. Anderson's going to dart up the middle, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. The Broncos up by a touchdown. Jaguars line up at the 3. Blake Bortles with the completion over the middle. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score. We're tied back up at 7. Broncos on offense. First quarter winding down. Anderson's going to run off the left side, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. Broncos up now by 7. Now to late in the second. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 30. The offense would head off after throwing the interception. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Everbank Field for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Bortles going to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. A running play now for Ivory. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go. Green.
Bortles will keep it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run the counter to Ivory. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a toss. This is Ivory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Anderson, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. So this is the second consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is...
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The former Bronco scored a touchdown for him in the Super Bowl. Malik Jackson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
Looking deep for Demarius. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. And they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And Bortles going to sneak it. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the 1st down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Now this time Bortles will throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Thomas has got it, complete, and he's brought down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Ivory. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. They set up the screen to Ivory. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And Robinson with a big catch. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Play clock winding down. They'll try to run with Ivory. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on third and goal.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Left. Green. Watch the twist.
Time running out here on the play clock. On the ground, Ivory. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Lynch looking to throw on second. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now Paxton Lynch on third and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flags.
Screen play, Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. And then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
Offense.
Now it's Lynch. Completes it to Norwood. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on back now in Jacksonville. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
To throw again is Lynch. Surveying the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Here's Lynch. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up and they tend to play well.
Now Bortles. It's caught right side. It turns. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a give. Running left is Ivory. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This is Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And look at the numbers, a repeat performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him, he's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where everything is working well for him, and I think it's in combination with what the offense coordinator is doing. He's a primary target. He looks at his play sheet, knows he wants to get him the football, and has designed some routes effective for the last 2 weeks. He's really been fun to watch.
And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run with Ivory. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Lynch. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing, Lynch. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On second down, here's Lynch. Green with a catch left side.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Still 9 yards to go on third down.
Let's go. Blue line.
On third down, Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Dante Fowler in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, you used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Here we go.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They run it again with Anderson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Bortles. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. It's caught right side. It turns. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Jags are going to have a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The reigning Super Bowl MVP, Von Miller, in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Ivory. Touchdown, Jaguars! Chris Ivory, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now Lynch on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And it's second down. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. And his throw here's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And now it's third down. On third down, Lynch. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They come out here in the eye. The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. Chris Ivory loses the football. And the offense. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. Out of the pistol, Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. back to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Personal foul. Placement. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Bortles thinking twice about their offensive setup. He's going to take a timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Here we go now.
Bortles with a knee to the ground, and that should do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jaguars, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here.
Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say it. Don't say, don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, holy, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence now. Presence. Come out. Hello. It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling ribbity, rhythmically eye and vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, widow to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence now. Presence. Come out.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get lit from a little. I know you're terrified about what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. It's gonna get wild when we come out. Like it's gonna get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, gon' bust the rhyme. Going down, pass it around, hey. Roll with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody getting, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blowing down, pass it around, hey. Roll with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Blowing down, pass it around, hey. Roll with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town.